explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they know what I was.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Well, the second down throw on target. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 35-yard line.
On second and 12, Winston. And this is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, it's Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here first and 10 at the 20. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
For a Carolina.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
At the 44-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Check 31, check 31. Oh, we're going lock. Get wide, man.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will get the football at their 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down.
From the gun, Winston. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A 5-yard gain.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
that first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He is taken down.
It's up 3rd and 5.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for them to start things out. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
The pressure there was definitely enough to make him alter his throw, because if he had time, he had a man wide open and had a chance to get it to him.
Yeah, I think if he had just another split second, that's a completion and a touchdown. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Bridgewater again. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the ground, Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
On the carry for
well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. They'll roll him out right. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. Jameis now on 1st down. Sanders has it over the middle.
Winston's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
9 yards.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a toss, Kamara left side. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston, that's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just...
And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
1st and goal.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll run it with Kamara. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Saints 7, Panthers 3.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Janoris Jenkins on the coverage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but now it's 3rd down.
Janoris Jenkins on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again here with Davis. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 36. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off play action. Walker. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Double dog. That's the way. Big air. Check.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Saints.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. A gain of 3, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On second down, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
At the line of scrimmage.
This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
On third down, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Instead, on the punt for the Saints.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here.
First and 10.
And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019.
It's second and 8.
Throwing on second and 8. Bridgewater. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter play. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On the carry.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing, Bridgewater, taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Winston's pass.
Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play fake. Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. And he's got his target. That's more. Good. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Bridgewater. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop 1 pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
Check 26, check 26.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Third and short yardage, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
For the Saints.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 57 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Go on.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Bridgewater. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Check, boys. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Panther 60. Panther 60.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for New Orleans, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.